It started with a shipping container at a California port, the kind of metal box that sits in storage yards for years while paperwork gets lost and payments lapse. Container number 4471, contents listed as automotive parts from Germany, declared value $280,000 in 1998. Nobody claimed it. Nobody paid the storage fees after year 20, and in 2024, the Port Authority put it up for auction. $15,000 for a 40-foot container that might hold junk, or might hold something else. A mechanic in Los Angeles bought it, drove to Long Beach with bolt cutters and a flatbed truck. The lock was rusted solid. 26 years of coastal air had done their work. When the doors finally opened, musty air rushed out, and there, under a gray tarp in the center of the container, was a shape. Low, wide, aggressive. He pulled the tarp away. Dust fell like snow, and beneath all that grime was red. Guards red, the most famous Porsche color ever made. But this wasn't just any Porsche. The front end gave it away immediately. Those wide fenders, the integrated bumper, the pop-up headlights, the massive cooling ducts. This was a 959, the Porsche 959. Not a replica, not a kit car, a real 959. One of 337 ever built. The most technologically advanced supercar of the 1980s. Bill Gates owns one. Jerry Seinfeld owns one. And this one had been sitting in a shipping container for 26 years. The VIN check confirmed it. Matching numbers. 1987 Porsche 959 Sport, the lightweight version, even rarer. Factory delivered in Stuttgart, shipped to the United States in 1998, and then nothing. The container rental was prepaid for 20 years. The payment stopped in 2018, and the 959 sat in darkness, waiting. In 1987, the Porsche 959 was the most expensive production car you could buy. $225,000. More than a Ferrari F40, more than a Lamborghini Countach, and it was worth every penny, because the 959 wasn't just fast. It was the first supercar built with technology that wouldn't become common for another 20 years. Sequential twin turbochargers. The first production car ever with this system? 2 turbos. A smaller one for low RPM response, a larger one for high RPM power. No turbo lag. Just linear power delivery from idle to redline. Computer-controlled all-wheel drive. The PSK system. Porsche Steuer Kupplung. Variable torque split. 40-60 normally, up to 50-50 under slip. 1987, before Audi Quattro dominated rally, before Nissan GT-R revolutionized traction, Porsche did it first. Electronically adjustable ride height. 3 settings, high for normal roads, medium for Autobahn speeds, low for maximum performance. You could raise the car over speed bumps, lower it for stability at 200 miles per hour. Press a button. The car adjusts. Tire pressure monitoring system. The first production car with TPMS. Sensors in every wheel. Real-time pressure display on the dashboard. In 1987, standard equipment. The engine is a masterpiece. A 2.85-liter flat 6. Air-cooled block. Water-cooled heads. Hybrid cooling that balanced tradition with technology. And inside that engine, titanium connecting rods. The first production car ever to use titanium rods. Lighter than steel, stronger than aluminum, exotic materials that cost more than entire engines in other cars. 450 horsepower. In 1987, that was supercar territory, but the 959 didn't just have power, it had traction. All-wheel drive meant 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, faster than the Ferrari F40, because the 959 put power down. All of it in top speed, 197 miles per hour, tested, verified, fastest production car in the world until McLaren F1 arrived. The 959 wasn't just a supercar, it was a technology showcase. Everything Porsche learned from Group B rally racing, the 959 won Paris-Dakar twice, in 1984 and 1986. That's a rally across the Sahara Desert. 3,000 miles of sand and rocks and brutal heat, and Porsche won it. with a car that was basically a 959 prototype. Then they took that technology and put it in a road car. That's what the 959 is, a rally car you can drive to dinner. This particular 959 had been sitting for 26 years. The engine was seized, fuel system was destroyed. The twin turbochargers were corroded. The all-wheel drive system was frozen. The adjustable suspension was collapsed. But everything was there. And more importantly, everything was original. Matching numbers engine. Original transmission. Factory paint under all that dust. 8,000 miles on the odometer. The restoration took 8 months. The flat 6 came out of the chassis, completely disassembled. Every bearing checked, every seal replaced. The twin turbochargers were completely rebuilt. New bearings, new seals, impellers rebalanced, sequential system restored to original operation. The all-wheel drive system was overhauled, center differential rebuilt, clutch packs renewed, torque split computer tested and verified. The adjustable suspension was completely rebuilt. New hydraulic struts, new accumulator spheres, ride height system tested through all 3 positions, working perfectly. The interior was preserved. Original leather and cloth seats, original dashboard with all the technology, TPMS working, boost gauge functional, all systems operational. The paint was corrected. Guards red brought back to mirror finish. 26 years of neglect erased. And then came the moment. First start after complete restoration, the flat 6 fired on the second revolution. Both turbochargers spun to life. That sequential whine, low turbo at idle, high turbo waiting, the sound of 1987 technology waking up. All-wheel drive engaged, torque split working, ride height adjusted from high to low, suspension responding to every command, TPMS displaying all 4 tire pressures, every system functional, every technology operational, like 1987, but perfect. The 959 went to a test track, full throttle launches, sequential turbos spooling progressively, all-wheel drive putting down 450 horsepower with 0 wheel spin, 3.6 seconds to 60, verified, top speed run, 197 miles per hour, aerodynamics working, adjustable suspension at low setting, stability perfect. The 959 was back. $15,000 for a mystery container. $80,000 in restoration costs. Current value, $1.8 million. Because a 1987 959 Sport with 8,000 original miles and matching numbers isn't just a car, it's automotive history. The supercar that pioneered everything modern supercars take for granted. Sequential turbos, computer all-wheel drive, adjustable suspension, tire pressure monitoring, exotic materials. Porsche did it first in 1987, and this one spent 26 years in a container. Waiting. If you're here for stories like this, cars that disappear and come back, technology that was 20 years ahead of its time, restorations that bring legends back to life, subscribe, because this is what we do. We find the lost ones, we bring them back, and we let them prove they were worth the wait.